being recruited by Heather Schmidt, and I think we were 0-8 the year I came in to the volleyball team. That quickly changed. By my junior year, we had made it to the regional playoffs. That was an awesome experience. And then likewise, my sophomore year, I had the opportunity to play with the softball team. We made it to nationals, and although I was just a pinch runner, it was so much fun going to North Carolina with the team and seeing a different athletic field compared to the court. And likewise, academically, I had an awesome experience. I had the opportunity to meet several faculty members, trying out business, the health field, and writing. So it's pretty cool. Definitely there's so much competition in the Iowa Conference, and I think within schools, obviously Coe and Cornell go way back, but I think for me, it's definitely Central because of their strong volleyball program, as well as Wartburg and Simpson when I was going through school. As far as softball, I didn't know any different because it was just my first year there and we led the conference. That was pretty neat to be a part of that. And then overall in the conference, it's just a strong conference in Iowa, and I don't think you can go wrong anywhere you go. A lot less about fans, a lot more business. But my boss, I actually had the opportunity to have an internship with him going into graduation, and the job opened up. And so actually the week after I walked, I started. So it was bam, real world. That was great. I learned so much, and I learned it from a different way as a student and as an athlete. You kind of see like the fantasy world and you live in the life, and then you go behind the scenes and you see the dirty work and what's really going on to make everything happen on the forefront. So I think that's pretty cool. I definitely think the academics at Coe pushed me to my limits. I studied so much, and on bus trips to volleyball games or wherever I was going, I was studying or catching up on sleep because I'd been studying the night before. The standards set at Coe were high, and that was definitely good for me. It taught me time management, which is one of the biggest things I think I've learned in my last 5 years, and trying to juggle everything I love, but still do it and do it naturally and have fun while being at Coe and doing everything that it allowed me to do and participate in.
Honor, like you said, and I really appreciate the thought that goes into this award and everything that people do to support student athletes in the Iowa Conference. It's great. Well, the biggest thing from an athletic standpoint was definitely being able to participate in the playoffs. It's just a different atmosphere out there, and that's something that the preparation and all the hard work that you put in the off season, you get to see where all that hard work goes, and it's put to the test in the playoffs, and that was a great experience. But really, what I enjoyed in my experience at Wartburg was people there, great friends, great relationships that I made, both with professors, with coaches, and with my peers. So that's something that I'll look back on, and I'll have those relationships forever, and that's really what's most important to me right now, looking back. Right, and I think the most obvious challenge is just time. Coming from high school to college, had to really study for a test for the first time other than just the night before. During the week, you're preparing for a team for the entire week. You're watching game film as far as athletics goes, and you're trying to balance it. You have practice 3 to 4 hours a day maybe, and then you go home at night and you study another 3 to 4 hours a day in order to be successful in both. But I think the qualities that you gain in both the classroom and in athletics really cross over and really benefit each other. So it's not like it's two separate realms out there. I really think that the two cross over, and I don't think I would be as good on the field or as good in the classroom if I didn't do both at the same time. So it was a great experience. Well, the Iowa Conference, like you said, is just incredibly competitive, and it's getting more and more so all the time. The year before I showed up at Wartburg, we were playing in the I believe it was the quarterfinals against the eventual national champion. This year we have teams going, like you said, we have national champions, we have teams in the playoffs, so it's just getting more and more competitive, and I think we're getting a lot of respect around the nation, which is something that we deserve, because participating in those playoff games, I could see we're right up there with some of the best in the nation, and I think we're starting to get to good. It's definitely difficult. There's some unique challenges that presents. For me, it's really hard because this is the first time in 10 years that I haven't suited up and played competitively on a football field. So now I'm basically in the books the entire day rather than having 3 to 4 hours a day on the field or in the weight room doing something like that, and then kind of breaking out my studies. So I find that my past kind of shines through me a little bit. I still have to get in there and work out a little bit or I'll drive myself crazy. So the medical school environment's different, but it's good. I'm glad I'm doing it, and I think that the education I received in the Iowa Conference and at Wartburg really prepared me well for that.